Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the vlog. We are doing a very realistic day in the life of how I maintain and manage my tempo. I usually do too, but I'm trying. I have a wedding to go to in 3 weeks, just about, and I wanted to shed a little bit more, 5 to 7 pounds. I think will do me justice. We're going to broil that for a little bit. I don't have a toaster oven, so I've been doing that for like 2 years now. It's been doing me justice. For breakfast today, I'm having sourdough bread with 2 eggs and I think some fruit, if I'm craving it. I brought it out, but I want to be very mindful of what I'm eating because I typically have the same thing every day. 2 slices of bread, 2 eggs, and then a matcha. I'm gonna do 1, 2 eggs, matcha. You guys are gonna see me do that as well. It's the little slight changes that make a difference. I'm also gonna make a nice cup of hot water with lemon just to flush everything out. I don't want this to be like my personality, but it might have to be because you guys are catching this live, okay? I will give you numbers. I want to maintain this body for the rest of my life, even having kids, getting older. I want to maintain it. Do I think I'm in the best shape of my life? No. I want to be beautiful and snatched and just youthful. People are always like, oh, don't you want to be more fuller and bigger? No, I think youth, to me, feeling youthful is feeling lighter, being able to do things in your day-to-day life. And for me, taking care of my tempo is key factor. But guys, when I was the biggest, I was 15. And I'm not gonna get into it because I've already talked about this many, many times, but I was 186. That's the biggest weight I've ever been, when I was 15. I was 186 pounds and I was not on the scale. I did not step on the scale for 2 years. The last time I stepped on the scale before that, I was 13 years old and I was 155. I weigh less than that now. I was 155 pounds as a 13-year-old. I know. And didn't step on the scale, enjoyed my summer, moved to Florida, and just ate a lot every day, multiple lunches. I was devouring everything that was in sight. I was just eating, multiple dinners, repeating my plates, filling it up, the same portion that I had prior, and craving a sweet tooth. Then I wanted something salty, then I would go back to a sweet tooth. I did this every day for 2 years. Last time I checked, I was 155. Let's fast forward. I was 15. I think it was freshman year, the end of freshman year. It was like April of my freshman year. And I remember I had that same week, I had to meet with the doctor. I had a primary care appointment to meet with my primary care nurse. And I was like, I don't know how much I weigh. And my mom was like, I think there's a scale in the garage in a box. I'm gonna find it. And then, I can see my weight too. Dude, my mom brought the scale back in and I didn't even cry. I was like this, 186. And the next day I had to go to the doctor's office and I was already mad. I was like livid, I was pissed. And the nurse goes, sweetie, she's like, I'm gonna teach you what BMI means. After that day, I never forgot what body mass index was. I still stick to it, but my BMI was high. It was like, I think in the 30s or 40s. It was very high. And she's like, sweetie, you are on the obesity range of the BMI. Do you know how bad this is? And I'm like, I was getting angry. She's like, do you drink water? I'm like, every day. Do you have fruits and veggies? Every day. I was yelling at her. I was going off on this innocent queen. And she's like, well, sweetie, I'm going to tell you this right now. You're on the edge of hitting the obesity scale. So you need to figure this out. We need to figure something out. And I remember I went home. I was so sad. I went in my room and cried. And then I'm like, this week I'm going to lose weight. Little changes. I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? In high school, I'm like, there's a salad bar. Every day I'm going to have the chicken Caesar salad. And I'm only going to drink water. I'm not going to drink milk. Yes, I was a milk drinker. Let me see if this thing is still recording. I'm going to drink water and I'm going to have chicken Caesar salad every day. And then it came with like a side of like bread or like chips. I'm like, oh, that's fine. Guys, that same week, my body was so proud of me. It like needed to lose that weight. I lost 5 pounds. So I went from 186 to 181. I was so happy that same week. And then everyone started noticing it like, oh my gosh, you lost so much weight. I'm like, period. And since then, I've been kind of on this, it was never a yo-yo effect, but it was always like a gradual weight loss. And now I am 143. My lowest was 139. And I just had a good holiday break, which was bad. But we are going to go to a wedding in, I think, 24 days. And I want to lose at least 5 to 7 pounds for this thing. And it's not gonna be a yo-yo diet. I kind of want to do the same thing that I did my freshman year, is a little slight elimination of things. So we have here 1 bread. We're going to do, I did hot water. I boiled hot water for my lemon water, and then I'm gonna do matcha. And then 2 eggs with some egg whites to add protein. So for breakfast, we have my warm water with lemon, matcha with almond milk, 1 bread, sourdough bread with butter, salt, 2 eggs with salt. And usually I usually add honey to my matcha, but these are the little things that I think will make a difference with my, what I eat. Is instead of adding honey in there and not really tasting it, or adding honey to my bread, I can just, it's little things I can change, or also adding a second bread. Usually that's what I do. I always have 2. So if I can maybe cut it in half and then enjoy, each bread with like an egg, that is probably what we're gonna stick with. So yeah, the beginning of portion control. Okay guys, I'm getting ready for the gym right now. It is in the 50s outside, surprisingly in Florida, but I decided to do a slick back ponytail. And also, I've been in this new wave of wanting to wear these sunnies like wherever I go, just because look at the difference. Like, first, let me just clear this up. I did wear this out to the beach. And I cleaned it, but I guess, okay, that's a little bit better, yeah. But I just love how it strikes. And I'm going to the gym like this. I've already went to the gym. I have a blue, pink, and a yellow pair. And this is cute. So I'm just doing this look for today and gonna go get some steps in. Right now we are at, before anybody asks, 3.4K. I would have had so much more by now. Usually I aim for about 5,000 steps by 9 o'clock. Usually get a lot of steps in. However, I was not having storage on my phone because I have so many videos from my Chicago trip last Christmas that I forgot to upload on YouTube. And so it took me about 30 to 45 minutes to get that uploaded. It's just there. It's in the drafts. Like, it's out in the cloud, and whoever sees it sees it. I just wanted to be able to make storage on my phone, so I didn't get a chance to walk. But right now we are at 3.4K. I'm gonna try to bike today. I'm gonna do some resistance training and some walking, and hopefully that'll be really good. But I did good. I only ate the 1 bread, and then I had the 2 eggs and the matcha, and we're doing good right now. I don't want to overdo it at the gym because I don't want to get really hungry later on, because I stop eating typically about 4 o'clock, 3 to 4 p.m. I'm done eating for the day. That's kind of also my little secret as well. But yeah, let's remain calm. Our nervous system needs to be calm. My nails are growing. Let's get that going. Let's get that out in the air. My nails are starting to grow. I really want my nails to be long and beautiful and in my very feminine just life, you know, feminine aura, and enjoying that. But let's seize the day. This is literally killing me. Made it into the sauna. Just gonna get a couple sweats in here, maybe for like 15 minutes. And yeah, surprisingly, this is the lowest amount of steps that I've had in a really long time. I have to go grocery shopping as well, so maybe I'll get some steps in there. But here we are. I had a good workout today. Currently going to the grocery store right now to get some food. I wanted to make like the best like chunky chocolate chip cookies with and then like something really savory for dinner. I'm not against like eating good food and in small portions. So yeah, I'm gonna go find something, but here we are, we're at the grocery store, and wish me luck because I really don't know what I want. Sorry, I don't know what I want. So I need to scout for food. Guys, I know it's giving big back activated, but I'm also married to someone who likes to eat. So I will be eating just a little portion of this in my bowl. There is some green beans that I made, and there's some ground beef. I want to do a very small portion. This is technically my dinner, but I'm also planning to make some dark chocolate chip cookies. That's gonna be my dessert, my little sweet treat. I'm making a big batch of those. Pre-bought everything, guys. We are not, I made this from scratch, but the cookies, I got the Toll House. I will show you later. I got the Toll House, I got chocolate chunks. I got 2 of those Toll House pre-made cookie dough batter, and then I just chopped up the chocolate chip cookies, the chocolate. I chopped up the chocolate, the dark chocolate, like irregularly so that it looks very like from scratch and homemade. Guys, all of that was under $30. No, it was $32. No, actually, let me think. No, 32 bucks, everything. And this is the smaller version. Look at that. I made another version. It filled up to the brim, and then I obviously made the smaller version now. All of it, $32. And yeah, this should feed us like really good for the week. And I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I didn't want to keep eating the same thing, so I made that today. And I'm also making some dessert. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be in my little glass thing. So I'm excited. Let's dig in. This is literally my dinner. So what I ate for breakfast is what you guys saw. I usually do eat 3 meals a day, but the third is dessert. So this is breakfast, dinner, and dessert. This is lunch and dinner. I know, y'all. And then my dessert is like my third meal, which is the chocolate chip cookies. I'm so excited. But there's that. Kind of give you a little size comparison of everything. That's it right there. Lovely. Just cutting into small bites that I can just enjoy. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I just want to enjoy this. And it's 4 o'clock officially. I'm going to be baking, I'll show you guys. I'm going to be baking the rest of the cookies. And I'm going to put it right there. And yeah, I think treating myself to this is just so worth it. And still, while it's like still undercooked, I don't know, there's like a crumble cookie vibe to it that I'm digging. It's also warm, so it will get better like by tomorrow or by tonight, but it's so good. Love. Last bite of the day. After this, I have not reached 10,000 steps. I'm at 7.2. Let me see here so you guys can see. Oh my gosh. There. 7,244 steps. And here we go. Fabulous. We're gonna take it easy today. I don't need to be running around doing a bunch of stuff. I need to just, now that I'm done eating, it's like, okay, Natalie, chill. You're done. All right, y'all. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.